Are you ready for WASSCE? Are you ready for WASSCE? If you're a student and you're watching me, whether Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, or even at the university, are you ready for your final exams? Don't say, oh, for me, I'm in Form 1. I'm in Form 1, so there's time. There's no time. I want you to assess yourself. Are you ready for WASSCE? My Form 3s, are you ready for your WASSCE? Or you are still marking time? Please, I am here to encourage you. I'm not here to fight you. I am pleading with you that let your conscience judge you. Your parents, your guardians are spending money on you because they are hopeful of the fact that you are studying. Let me tell you the truth. If your parents know that you are not studying, if your guardians know that you are not studying, do you think when you call them for money, they will send it? Think about it. You will also be parents one day. If you send your ward to school and your ward is not studying, you ought to come home with F9, D, E. Will you be happy? What about the investments that you may be investing in your ward? Think about it. Don't be selfish and say that, oh, it is my parents. They have to take care of me. You will get there one day. So please, let us do well to appreciate what our parents are doing for us by sitting up and studying. It is the joy of every parent that at the end of your WASSCE, at the end of your final exams, you come out with flying colors. Then they'll be proud of you. But if you don't do the right thing, and at the end of the day, you go home, even if you fail in 1 or 2, it's a shame. Especially if they have to spend another money to register for another exams. It becomes a burden. They may not tell you, but it is painful. So please, some of them will tell you, and some of you will take offense and complain that my parents are complaining. And some of you may be depressed. But you could have prevented all this if you were to sit up and study. Let's learn something from the scriptures to encourage all of us to study. We all write exams from time to time. I do write promotion exams. I may be furthering my education. We'll be writing exams. Life is full of examinations. Even apart from the ones you write in the exam hall, life will present to you exams. If you have God and you are God-fearing, you will pass the exams that life will throw at you. So the question is, are you ready for your WASSCE? Your WASSCE. And if you're in university, your exams. I said your WASSCE because you must take it personal. It is your exams. At the end of the day, it is your results. On the paper, especially on the shading sheets, it is your name that will be written on the shading sheets. In your answer booklet, it is your name that you have to write. You own the paper. So it is your exams. It is not your friend's exams. Oh. You are not writing it with anybody. Oh. It's what you have written that is going to be marked. That's why it is against the law that you let somebody go and write for you. When you are caught, you'll be penalized. You may be imprisoned. Because it is your exams. Because I know that you are the one that is being trained for your future. It is your future. So own the exams. Don't let your friends and colleagues deceive you into thinking that, oh, we are in this together. We are failing together. As for these subjects, we don't like the teacher. We don't know. We didn't have a teacher in Form 1. Please. Sometimes the same friends giving you reasons why you should fail in that subject, they are studying in their closets. And at the end of this WASSCE, they may pass and you may be left behind. The same friend saying that as for this subject, what are we doing about it? We don't know anything. Be careful of such friends. You must be friends with people who say that let's solve some questions. It is well. We should work harder. Prep time. Let's go and learn. They are the friends you should be concerned about. At the end of your educational journey, the first thing everybody will be looking forward to is your WASSCE results. Not the kind of friends you made in school. Not the kind of extracurricular activities that you engage in. They are all good. They are all part of the training process. They are all part of the socialization process. It is good. I enjoy sports. Yes, I enjoy debates. I enjoy quizzes. But at the end of the day, they should all contribute to your success in your WASSCE. Let's learn from Proverbs. Proverbs 21, verse 31. It says that the horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. So there are two sides to this scripture, and I want you to pay attention to both sides of the coin. The horse being made ready for battle, and the victory which belongs to the Lord. Sometimes, or most of the times, Christians will like to say that the victory belongs to the Lord, and they want to overlook the horse that is being made ready for the battle. Now, if you don't make your horse ready for the day of battle, what will happen on the day of battle? You have not been feeding your horse. You neglect your horse can just go and roam and be feeding on people's farms and things. They may even injure your horse. Your horse may be malnourished. And at the end of the day, your horse may not be even strong enough for the day of battle. And what will happen? Your enemies may attack you and you may be defeated. The horse you are making ready for battle right now is your studies, your personal timetable for studies. How you dedicate your time for your studies. How you want to seize every opportunity to recapture. How you relate everything that happened, almost every statement that will happen, you want to relate it to a statement or a topic in any subject area to help you to understand it better. How you don't joke with your prep time. How you don't joke with your personal study time. How you want to chase teachers and ask for clarifications in specific topics. See, it is the pride of every teacher for his or her student to approach him or her and ask, say, this topic, I was solving this question, and when I got here, I got confused. Please help me to understand. Or this topic, this aspect is confusing me a bit. Please help me to understand. It is the joy of every teacher to assist. Yes, right now you have the teachers at your disposal, free of charge, especially for those who are in government schools. Your teachers are there. Some of you have examiners in your schools. Make good use of them. I'm a teacher myself. Make good use of us whilst you are with you in school. We cannot go and write the exams with you in school. And if you want to flex on us, if you want to be able to say you know more than us, thank you. We have finished writing our WASSCE a long time ago. We don't have any WASSCE to write. So whilst we are around with you, please make good use of the opportunity. I know people who fail their WASSCE, and at the end of the day, they have to pay over 5,000 Ghana cedis just for the preparation, just for the schooling, remedial classes. You are when you're in school, you have examiners, teachers who are examiners at your disposal. So they are the horse being made ready for the day of battle, so that the enemy will not defeat you. Most of you see even WAEC as enemy. Most of you think that WAEC is interested in failing people, because the more they fail people, the more people will register for NOVTEC or more exams for them to make their money. It's a lie from the pit of hell. It is a lie that wants you to push your failure on somebody instead of accepting responsibility for your failure. See, I always tell my students that at the end of your WASSCE, if you think that WAEC has cheated you, apply for remarking. And they will remark your paper for you so that if there's a mistake, it will be corrected. But if you know that whilst you are in school, once you are in school, you know that you're not doing well. You are getting below 40 in the subject. You are getting below 50 in the subject. You didn't do anything about it. As a Form 3, first semester, you are getting below 50% in the subject. See, if you are getting below 50%, below 50, 45 to 49, that's the C6. Oh. C6. And if you are getting below 40, see, D7, you have failed. So ask yourself, as of now, whatever subject that you are getting below 50, you should know that if you don't do anything about it, you are heading towards failure. And at the end of the day, for your end of semester exams, it doesn't even cover all topics from Form 1 to Form 3 most of the time. And you are getting below 50 already. What about the WASSCE? That it will cover topics from Form 1 to Form 3. That one, what are you going to get? And so, if you are getting below 50, and you don't do anything about it, you are getting below 40, you are having D7 already, and you are not doing anything about it, and you go and write the WASSCE, and you fail, you get D7 in the WASSCE, and then you say that WAEC has cheated you. You are a hypocrite. And you must learn to accept responsibility for your actions before it is too late. If you say WAEC has cheated you, maybe people may solidarize with you. They will sympathize with you. But at the end of the day, they will go. In fact, they will say in their head that, you have failed the thing and you are saying WAEC has cheated you. See, I mark WASSCE myself. We are not interested in cheating anybody. In fact, we are more careful marking WASSCE than even end of semester exams. Because we know that this is people's future. And the WASSCE scripts goes through about 3 stages of checking. When you yourself, you are marking, you check. That's first level of checking. You are careful because if you don't mark it well, you know that when you go home, WAEC will call you back and say that, come and mark. Even if you leave an empty space without indicating that you have seen the page, WAEC will call you back. So even in an empty space, you must cross it out with a pen to show that you have seen it. Work that have been cancelled by the student himself, you have to indicate in the margin that you have seen it. So you, the examiner, you check. Then when you finish, we have people called team leaders. You submit your papers to them, they will select your papers at random and they will check to see if you have marked it well. Then after that, we have people we call script checkers. Script checkers will check before finally the chief examiner will also check, and even those entering the scores, they will check. So what is this deception among students that WAEC is interested in your failure? I even saw somewhere students writing somewhere that WAEC, the full meaning of WAEC is wicked adults envying children. Hey! Students will always see examiners as enemies. When it comes to exams, students, they will always see examiners and even their teachers and lecturers as enemies. Instead of studying and passing, they will not study and pass. And some of them assume that, by the grace of God, even if I've been getting below 40% in my school exams, some of them is that they assume that, in the WASSCE, an angel will come and write for me. God doesn't work miracles for lazy people, though. It doesn't work like that. God doesn't work miracles for lazy people. Take note. Among all the prophets, from Adam to Jesus in the Bible, from Adam to Jesus, who is the second Adam, Bible says that Jesus is the second Adam. All of them were hardworking. In fact, before God calls you, He will make sure that you are hardworking, even before He will call you. Check the Bible and see. Almost all the prophets that God called, they had their occupation. They were hardworking. Most of them were farmers and shepherds. If you talk about Adam was given a task. Till the earth and keep it. In the Garden of Eden, God told him, till it and keep it. And I always say that any country, any economy that will not pay attention to these two key things, till the earth, agree, produce what you eat and keep it. Keep your environment clean. That economy will always be in shambles until you pay attention to these two key things. So Adam was working. He named the animals. Even before God gave Adam a wife, he was working. And the wife was giving him as a helper. Talk about Moses. Moses was a shepherd. Talk about Joseph. Joseph was a shepherd. And he was diligent to the extent that regardless of the challenges, he never gave up until he was made prime minister. Let's learn from some of them. People of God work in the fear and the grace of God. Talk about Adam, Moses, Joseph, Deborah. We will talk more about Daniel. Daniel was trained just like you. When you read Daniel chapter 1, you realize that Daniel, together with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they were trained together with other wise men and astrologers in the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar. And at the beginning of the training, Daniel decided that he would not defile himself with the king's delicacies. What it means is that throughout his training, he was faithful to God. So, right from Form 1, Daniel has been faithful to God. Whilst people are fornicating, he said, no, I have dedicated my time to the service of God. I dedicate my time to the service of God. So he was very prayerful. When we read Daniel 6:10, you can see that prayer is part of him throughout his studies. And so because of his faithfulness, at the end of the 3 years, they were trained for 3 good years. Read Daniel chapter 1, verse 5. You realize that they were trained for 3 years, just like SHS system. And at the end, Daniel and his friends, when they were examined, when they were interviewed by the king, that was their exams, like your WASSCE. Daniel and his friends, their results, they were 10 times better than their colleagues. Why? Because they have been faithful to God from day one. They have been studying. So before, I would say that, and Daniel had an excellent spirit in the later chapters. He had already studied and passed his exams. How can we know that you have the spirit of excellence when you are not able to learn and pass your end of semester exams or your test? If you are not even passing your end of semester exams or your test, what is the assurance that in the WASSCE you will pass automatically? That one, it means that from Form 3, after first semester exam, you must work double or even triple to correct mistakes. You'll be stressed before you can pass. That's why the people end up failing. So Daniel was 10, imagine 10 times better. So if Daniel had A1, Daniel is here. A1. It is that for the colleagues, they didn't get B2 because they said 10 times. We are counting up to 10. They didn't get B2. B3, they didn't get. C4, C5, C6, A. D7, they didn't get. E8, they didn't get. Even F9, they didn't get because you have not even still counted up to 10 yet. A. F9, they didn't get. What is the letter after F? G, H. So they didn't even get F9. If there is H, they got H. Why? Because Daniel was diligent. He worked hard. 2 Timothy 2:15. Steady. Other versions say, be diligent to present yourself approved unto God. Workman who does not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. This is the time to sit up. If you're a student and you are watching me, whether you are in Form 1 or Form 2 or Form 3, this is the time to sit up. Don't wait till 1 week to WASSCE and say we are going to pray for WASSCE. People who get F9 and E8 in the WASSCE, they also prayed though. They also prayed. The difference is that they didn't prepare the horse. They didn't prepare the horse for the day of the battle. So they were not studying. And once you're not studying, you will fail. Don't deceive yourself. All the people that experience miracles with God, you can see that they had their role to play. All the people that are successful, you can see that they had their role to play. Look at Deborah, for instance. Deborah is a leader. On specific instructions, he called Barak to make ready people for the day of battle from the tribes of Zebulun and Naphtali. You see the thing? And he prepared the people for the battle. If the walls of Jerusalem that broke down, the people had to sing praises and march around. You think it's an easy job? March around the wall a number of times before the wall broke down. Why didn't God say that they should sit down, fold their arms, and sleep? The wall will break down by his own mighty power. See, God wants to partner with you. You will see God doing the most. But don't take your preparation of the horse for granted. If you don't do it, failure will come. Please, I am here to encourage you. Don't think that you rely on Apple and then you will pass all your subjects. It doesn't happen like that. You cannot cheat the system like that. You will fail. You see students forming all kinds of online platforms, requesting for questions and topics. You even see some of the topics, deception. They will say, WAEC approved topics for WASSCE. Meanwhile, you check and some of the topics are not even in the WAEC syllabus. You think that your teachers don't know what they are doing. And that all the topics that they have taught you from Form 1 to Form 3, they should be discarded. Then last minute, somebody will tell you that these few topics are what WAEC is going to set the questions on. Hey! And then me. Don't deceive yourself. Get close to your teachers. Let them guide you. If you're in Form 3 and you are watching me, get close to your teachers. They will give you areas that their own wisdom is telling them that these are the likely areas that WAEC will set the questions on. And follow. Now, for those of you who want to rely on Apple, let me caution you. You cannot cheat the system. I trust WAEC. Go and check. Daily Graphic, 25th February 2023. The list of students who engage in examination or practices and their names, their index numbers, their schools have been pasted. And see. Some of them, impersonation. Some of them, examination or practice, right in the room, bringing in foreign materials, and they were all caught. See, I'm telling you as an examiner, sometimes when we are marking scripts, we are able to detect students who copied during the exams. By reason of the way they write, you will see about over 100 students. You see the same essay, same structure, same mistakes. We detect those who copy. And that's why there are even slight differences in the Synoptic Gospels in the Bible. You can watch my video on Introduction to the Synoptic Gospels. We are unique. So two students may be answering the same question 1, but their style of presentation should be unique. Slight differences, even a letter, even simple mistakes, shows the differences. It shows how unique you are. And so some mistakes are even ignored when we are marking. Because it's a human system we are dealing with. Nobody is perfect. Nobody expects any perfection from you. Getting A1 doesn't mean that you are getting 100% though. See, A1, 80 to 100. 80 is 100. 81 is 100. So please, sit up and study. Master as much topics as you can. It will make your life easy, even after school, at the workplace, in the community. It will make your life easy. Please. And at the end of the day, because you have been faithful to God, you pray. See, prayer and diligence, they should go together. They should go hand in hand. Prayer 100%, diligence, hard work 100%. Then you can have success without sorrow. Proverbs 10 verse 22. The blessings of God makes rich, and he adds no sorrow. Some have success, and then there is sorrow. Like the names posted here, their results will be withheld and cancelled. Because they go there or they make somebody come and write for you, and they think that was the end. But at the end of the day, you were supposed to get A1, but the sorrow is the fact that your paper or your results are withheld. So please, be God-fearing, fear God, and don't try to cheat the system. This has been your teacher, Sir Kwame. In my next video, I'll be talking about how to prepare for CRS paper specifically. This one is for every student. Thank you very much.